Well, welcome to our session on strategic leadership principles, and today I want to speak to you about the importance of marrying a vision with strategic intent. Now, a crisis may open the door for transformational change, but transformational change must be triggered by a vision that lifts the organization to a new level of action. For a leader to initiate transformational change, they must offer a vision that transcends the status quo. And the vision should necessitate fundamental changes in the organization, thus giving the organization new insight and greater possibilities for the future. Without a vision, there is no change. A vision of change occurs when the organization pictures where it wants to be in the future. Thus, a vision is identified as the creative phase, in the sense that something new is being sought. Leadership implies setting a direction that others follow. And this direction must not be random or haphazard. It must be guided by some sort of strategic sense. According to John Connor, a good vision serves three important purposes. First, it clarifies the general direction of change. Secondly, it motivates people to action in the right direction, even if the initial steps are personally painful. And thirdly, it helps coordinate the actions of different people. See, a vision gives a strong sense of what is to be the focus of the organization. Visions must be positive. They must be compelling. Now, positive, compelling visions mobilize transformation in individuals, organizations, and society. Transformation leaders are people who can formulate, facilitate, and inspire a vision of something that thought was impossible or unattainable. Positive, compelling visions invoke the courage and personal sacrifices needed to attain what was thought to be unattainable. Positive, compelling visions influence others to join the race. Now, as I was contemplating this, I thought of the tremendous, compelling vision that launched the building of Stonehenge in England. Now, Stonehenge is now surrounded by a fence, but it wasn't when I was a child. In 1963, my parents took my brothers and I back to England, the land of their birth and youth. And on our visit, we went to Stonehenge and climbed up those huge stones and stood underneath those towering arches. And I remember standing there thinking, what an amazing achievement. It wasn't until much later in life that I learned that the project was started about 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. Now, it's now believed by some that the calendar produced by such monuments as Stonehenge was used more than just for religious functions. It was for them the difference between life and death. These people were farmers and they needed to know when to plant their crops. Monuments such as Stonehenge gave them the answer. And as I thought about this, I realized two things. Firstly, for a vision only becomes compelling for an organization or culture when it's a matter of life and death. Secondly, a vision is compelling when it meets people's spiritual and physical needs. Such a vision can only be found by employing strategic thinking, and for a Christian, such strategic thinking is guided by the Holy Spirit. Now, a great vision is characterized by having the following aspects. It has a noble purpose. People should feel that it's worthwhile, that it will contribute to making the world a better place. Creates a sense of urgency. Has a realistic chance of success. There's enough time allowed for the dramatic changes to take place. It's visual, simple and clear. People should be able to picture in their minds what the vision accomplishes. A good vision is easily understood by everyone. There's no ambiguity about it. Now, as admirable a necessity as it is to have a vision, that's not enough. A vision must be translated into action. Strategic intent is where the vision is translated into concrete actions. Now, it must follow the vision for the vision to become a reality. Strategic intent is living out the vision. Strategic intent stretches the limits of our thinking about the values and purpose of our organization. It must not be confused with reconstructing the organization. Strategic intent is interlocked with being a visionary. It involves focusing on what the organization should be. What the strategic leader does at this stage is create a stretch between the organization's current position and where it will go. This is done by creating a sense of urgency, a mindset that says it's intolerable. Things cannot remain as they are. Establishing a sense of urgency is critical in gaining support to lift the organization out of the twilight zone of complacency and transforming it into a strategically focused organization. Creating a sense of urgency or strategic intent demands boldness of the strategic leader and the undertaking of risky actions. It's risky because it demands that the strategic leader no longer talk about change, but actually becomes the agent of change and puts together an effective leadership team to create the change. See, it's impossible to put together a powerful leadership team without a sense of urgency. Strategic intent, that sense of urgency, is seen in Joshua chapter 1 verses 10 to 18. In the mobilization of Israel to take Canaan, the people moved quickly across the river Jordan and readied themselves for battle. Why? They acted this way because they knew the mission was not over. There was a sense of urgency in the camp, a strategic intent that was focused on what Israel should be. Things could not remain as they were. An effective challenge to the present organization culture just doesn't happen. It requires that a leader become a strategic, long-term thinker who can produce a vision and a strategic intent on how things should be. Thank you for listening to our session. May God bless you.